Does stillness mean that you suddenly stop doing things? Does stillness and the human being mean that you stop doing the human doing? Not really. What the stillness and being the human being, it's all about you balancing the two. Balancing the two by being equally engaged and involved in your material world, your physicality, your manifest self, as you are with the unmanifest self. So you're going behind the existence and you're going into the manifestation of your unconscious reality that presents itself on the outside. So put simply, you're constantly connected between the upper and the lower. You're constantly connected with all that is and all that you are aware of as a manifestation of all that is and all that you are in the way that you present yourself. So whatever it is that you're aware of yourself to be is what presents itself to be in your physical life. Whatever you experience in your physical life is who you really feel yourself to be. So energetically, the take you have about your reality and how you want to witness, observe, and participate in your reality is how you feel about it, how you are connected to it. Now, when you're connected and associate yourself with all that is, with infinity, with pure intelligence, pure consciousness, that's the way what presents to you is going to proceed. If we don't and we are connected with other things, what comes before us or what we are experiencing will be that. So whatever it is that you are experiencing right now as your present reality, what it means for you to enter a still point, for you to always be aware of pure consciousness, isn't that you suddenly stop doing everything. This is where we say to meditate is a state. It's a state of meditation. It is not that you're going to go and take some time out of your day, take some time out of your schedule and actually go and physically sit somewhere. You can do it, but eventually that sitting then becomes figurative so that you're always sitting with all that is. So you wade through. Now, what does that mean? Say, for example, on a practical level, you're going to work. You have your commitments, you have your family life, you have your family commitments, or whatever it is that you're engaged with, right? You're sort of doing that. Now, whatever it is an expression of the self. So you put yourself in it fully. You're fully in it. And when you're fully in that, you're fully in all that is. Your focus is fully there, but it is all there without the association that this is all that is. It sounds like an oxymoron because it sounds like what we're presenting is you to accept two opposites, that it is this and it is also not this, because it is this and it is also not this. Whatever it is that you're going through during the day, you're fully engaged in that, but at the same time, you're fully absorbed in that state of meditation. And when you are in that state, it is not that everything will be very effortless and that life flows very smoothly. No, you are constantly going through whatever it is, but with the same degree of involvement with pure consciousness. So it's however you are in your crown is how you are in your Muladhara, you can say, right? So there is always going to be a reflection of that and this, so that whatever it is that you are connected to, you must have heard of the saying, as above, so below. So that is what it is. So whatever it is that you are is being reflected in this, but that still point is in between the two, and realizing you're neither this nor that, and that you're not fully involved and engaged in the physicality of life as being the only part of life, or the only part of who you are, or who you are in its entirety, but that you're fully absorbed in existence. You're fully absorbed in the zero. So you're always a nothing and you're always everything. Yeah. So when you are in both the states, and being in one state, you know you're another state, and you're also neither and none of these states, and that you fully get absorbed eventually, you know, there is nothing at the end, it's just a void. But you're aware of that. So you could go into a meeting and you're fully focused in that now, but you won't have to make an effort to be focused. You're never really going to have to use your mind and say, well, actually, no, I'm really going to be like this, I'm really going to be like that. But you are simply going through the notions and the nuances of whatever is happening. You're engaged in that. You're fully engaged. It's not that you're here, but you're not quite here. You know, so it's sometimes when we are in our awakening, we become ungrounded. So we're sort of up there, but we're not down here. So it's to find that midpoint. And in that midpoint is our stillness. Which means, and that is the stillness that is going to stay with you throughout. Because if your stillness depends on, oh, well, you know, let the noise around me shut down, let me go into a cave, let me go away, you know, I need to take a break, or you need to go on a holiday, you need to get away from it all, then there is no stillness. That stillness is not dependent on anything. It's a state that you carry within yourself all of the time. Yeah, and it's your awareness that is going to tell you, oh, have I steered away, and why? And then you can sort of look into all of that. But it doesn't matter so much that you must be here or you must be there, because again, then you'll be attached to that I must feel this state or I must be in this state. No, but just be aware. Be aware, and gradually you're in that, so that you're fully involved. And one thing that will come out of this is that when you're in your stillness, and the more that you're integrating this pure consciousness, all the happenings, the doing, the human doing rather, so everything that you're sort of physically doing, yeah, your karmas, whatever you're doing, your duties as a householder, or paying the bills, or going to work, or exercising, or whatever it is, gardening, all of these things, you find that your capacity increases. So whereas you were able to only do this much, you're now able to do all of this, because you see, you have let go of a lot of baggage. By the time you come to this still point, by the time you come into this middle point, which some say, you know, the apex, by the time you get into this point, you've already shed a lot. And it's a very hollow place to be, because you see, you're not identified with the happenings of the day. So whatever happened during the day, or whatever is happening, if at the same time you're giving all that is the same amount of focus, and you're always in both the places, yeah, and both the places are always in one place in you. It's always one, because you've integrated your spiritual awakening. Then that stillness, or that state, you carry it with you all of the time. I hope this post made lots of sense. So much love. Take care of yourselves. See how far you've come, and forget about how far we've still got to go, because we don't. The only moment that matters is where you are right now. Lots of love.